Hello class, this is a video tutorial on calculating proportional lengths. In this one we'll just be looking at harder examples. So it's the exact same thing as what you saw previously, except now the shapes don't necessarily have to be triangles, and the positions of them are a little bit more difficult. Okay, so let's try and work with it here. Okay, so for this one, we're looking for the length of W. W over, well, the corresponding with that one is clearly 10. Now, take a close look. In the previous example, we saw that we had to, since we put A on top, we had to put the same length of the triangle, purple triangle, on top as well. So in this case, it was A over 9 is equal to 14 over 7. In this triangle, what is the length of the orange side that we have to use? Now in this case, I can see, well, the most common incorrect answer is actually 7 over 5, which makes sense because, we have to pick 7. However, 7 is not the length of the full triangle side. Look very carefully. The orange triangle is what I'm highlighting here. 7 is only this length. We need the full length of the triangle. So it's not actually 7 because 7 is just this length here. What we actually need is the entire length, which is 7 and 5. So that gives us 12. So that there is the proportion we need to work with. So from here, to get rid of that 10, we multiply by 10 on both sides. Those cancel, leaving us with W equals 12 times 10 is 120 over 5. 120 divided by 5 is equal to 24. So W is equal to 24. Hopefully you understood what we were trying to calculate, because remember, we need the entire length of the proportional sides. So let's try it again here. We're looking for X. Okay, so X over the corresponding side. Well, in this case, X clearly matches with 3. Now the length that X has to work with, because remember, X is from the orange triangle. So there's the orange triangle there. We need to pick another number from the orange triangle. Well, in the orange triangle, we need to take this entire length highlighted here. So it's actually 12 and 4, which is 16. That is 16 over the smaller triangle is just 4. And that's what we need to find there. So to find the value now, we multiply both sides by 3. This cancels, leaving us with X is equal to 16 times 3 is 48 over 4. 48 divided by 4, X is equal to 12. So that there is equal to 12. Okay, so I hope that gave you a little bit more. So let's keep going. Let's try and figure out what more we can find. Okay. In this case, we're trying to look for the angle, the side Y. Y corresponds with 12. And once again, Y is the smaller shape, so the purple. So in this case, we need to pick another number found in the purple shape, which is 6 over, well, since it's y over 12, and 12 is from the orange shape, we now need to find the corresponding side of 6 in the orange shape. Well, the orange shape is this entire length shown here, which is 4 plus 6. Okay, so this gives us, well, to find this now, we multiply both sides by 12. These cancel. Y is equal to 6 times 12, you can check in your calculator, is going to be 72 over 10. And in this case, 72 divided by 10 is going to be 7.2. So this length here is 7.2, let's just say it's in centimeters. All right, let's keep going here. We're now trying to find this length shown, oops, that shouldn't have been there, sorry. We're trying to find Z here. Alrighty, so it's going to be Z over, now take a look, we need to find the entire length shown here. Okay, well, this is going to be a little bit trickier now because it's going to be Z plus 5. Okay, so we need the entire length shown here. So it's going to be Z plus 5 is equal to, since we have purple on the top, we need to find another number in the purple shape. In this case, it's going to be 2.25. Now, once again, we need to find a number in the orange shape that corresponds to 2.25. In this case, this side corresponds with the entire length. So it's going to be 2.25 plus 3.75. You can check in your calculator here. 2.25 plus 3.75, which is equal to 6. Now here's where it gets a little bit trickier now. There's a bit more algebra involved. So watch very carefully in how we work this. I need to multiply by everything shown here. That's Z plus 5 in brackets like so. This will cancel. This will give me on the left hand side, Z is equal to 2.25 outside of what we just found, Z plus 5 over 6. Now from here, I need to get rid of this fraction as well, so I need to multiply by 6 on both sides. This cancels. Z times 6 is just 6Z. I'm going to expand this one now. I'm going to multiply out like so. So 2.25 times Z, that's 2.25Z plus Z, sorry, not Z, 2.25 times 5. So to make it a little bit more clear, that's 2.25 times 5. It's going to be 11.25. Now I want to get rid of this Z here, so I'm going to subtract 2.25Z from both sides. This cancels this. And I need to double check 6 minus 2.25. 6 minus 2.25. This gives me 3.75 Z is equal to 11.25. And And now I want z by itself, so I need to divide 3.75. This will cancel out that 3.75, leaving me with z by itself, which I can now calculate 11.25 divided by 3.75. That gives me z is equal to 3. So this length here is equal to 3. So I hope that gave you an insight into harder versions of the same calculating of proportional lengths. I hope to see you in the next video. Best of luck.